Well, this is new at 10. You might have noticed canals around town filling up more recently. The Boise Project Board of Control began diverting water into the New York Canal this week in order to start filling Lake Lowell. News Channel 7's Jude Binkley talked to the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation about what this means for irrigation. Jude.
Well, sure, this canal diversion is earlier than the late start last year, and this graph shows canal diversion since 2015, and this y-axis shows flow. And you can see this line right here when the project board started diverting water on Wednesday, and these increases show when they started diverting water each year. So really, this is a pretty average year.
The Boise Board of Control operates the New York Canal kind of like we do the reservoir systems. They pull water into their reservoir to fill it up, and then they use that throughout the irrigation season to deliver water. They'll deliver directly from the New York Canal, but they'll also deliver from Lake Lowell.
Ryan Hedrick works in water operations for the Middle Snakefield office of the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation, which operates Boise reservoirs. He says so far the Treasure Valley's water supply looks great.
It looks like we should have a adequate reservoir supply or water supply this year.
The Boise Project Board of Control started moving water down to start filling Lake Lowell. Lake Lowell is an off-site reservoir that only the New York Canal fills. In general, water managers have to be strategic on when and how they release water because once they move it downstream in the system, they can't move it back up.
If you go to Lucky Peak, I don't know, a couple miles maybe, there's a diversion dam there, and it backs the water up into a pool, and then that pool is able to feed the New York Canal. So they tell us, we'd like to start filling the canal and moving water. So we fill that pool behind Boise Diversion Dam, and then water is able to be delivered.
As irrigation canals across the Treasure Valley begin to fill with water, this time of year also serves as a reminder that it's dangerous to swim in canals.
A lot of them are concrete lined, and once you get in them, there's no way for them to crawl out. And they're moving a lot quicker than you would think. It doesn't look like it's very fast, but the New York Canal can run anywhere from 1,800 to 2,000 CFS. It's a lot of water in a small confined channel.
Now, in a press release this week, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers said the Boise River flows are expected to increase the first week of April. The Boise Basin snowpack is at 128% of its median this week, and we've had a very wet March, so the water releases are needed to decrease the risk of flooding later in the spring. As of Wednesday, the Boise River reservoirs were at 63% capacity. The Army Corps of Engineers says a full supply of irrigation water is expected this summer.
All right, Jude Binkley, thank you for breaking that down for us.